Hello, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at a lot of new announcements for Pokemon Go. We're going to have the Max Out update coming up, but we're not only going to have this, we're also going to have the first Dynamax Pokemon coming to Pokemon Go, as you're going to see here. A little bit of a mistake there by me. And not only this, we're also going to have the Go Battle League Max Out update with all the cups available, so a lot to talk about. Let's dive right into it. First one, go all out with Pokemon discovered first in the Galar region. So we're going to get some new encounters, we're gonna get the new starters, which are already showcased in a separate video a bit earlier on, but we're also gonna get Dreepy plus the evolution of it with Dragapult, which you can take a look at later on in this video as well. But also, for the first time, trainers in the UK are going to be able to encounter Stone Germnaa, a different kind of Pokemon that is exclusive to the people that live in the United Kingdom, which is cool because at least that's going to be a place where I'm going to be eventually as well again, so at least I'm going to be able to get this Pokemon eventually for Pokemon Go, but you are not going to miss out on too much. Anyway, we're going to have some wild encounters here. You're going to be able to get Shiny Squirtle as well as Shiny Woodoo, and that is going to be two great shinies as well. We're going to have basically some of the Pokemon as a wild encounters here that are mainly for like those that we had already before, but also we're gonna get Dreepy everywhere. Like usually Niantic is releasing those pseudo legendaries a little bit early as well, and this Pokemon is definitely something that I'm looking forward to as well. Can't wait to try to get this Pokemon here, starting off again from the 10 AM September 3rd. Definitely going to be interesting. It's also going to be the day where we're going to get the new season of Pokemon Go, so there is a lot to cover, and that is definitely going to be a lot of fun coming up for us as well here on the channel. Max Out Special Research. Choose a Galarian partner Pokemon. Usually you can, like with every new generation, you're gonna have like the option to choose a partner Pokemon to start with and make a research around them. Kinda here you can choose between the three of the Galar region, which of course is kinda cool. And you're gonna get a special postcard background, which is kind of interesting as well to celebrate the new season. That is kind of cool. We have 5km X with a new starter Pokemon in there, 7km X all Galarian Pokemon, which is very, very cool. We're still missing out though on the Galarian form of the Corsola, so definitely going to be an interesting Pokemon still coming up, and Dreepy and 10km X going to be interesting for sure as well. We're going to have some field research here as well, which is going to be interesting, some collection challenge as well as Pokemon showcases, and here we're going to take a look here at the entire season as well. We're going to have the Morpeko debut as well, apparently, just randomly with the new season. That is going to be interesting for sure. We're going to have also here the research. We're going to have Galarian Weezing in there, which is very important for PvP. That is really cool. We have one additional candy and a guaranteed XL candy when trading, which is one of the best bonuses, honestly. XP, like increased XP from friendship, so if you want to level up fast, that's going to be your season for sure. Same goes for increased XP for 7-day spin streak, as well as increased XP and starters for 7-day catch streak. We're gonna have like new Pokemon in the Galarian region here as well, of course, and we're gonna have new items and new battles and new POI, which is going to be max battles and max particles and max power spots coming to the game as well, which is going to be very, very interesting. Can't wait to take a look at that. And yeah, that's basically it. We already took a look at this one. Dynamax debut, which you're gonna take a look now as well. Dynamax is coming at the 10th of September for the first time in Pokemon Go, and we're gonna see here already some of those Dynamax Pokemon. Going to be interesting if they have anything to do with like PvP as well. Most I not in the beginning, but Pokemon caught from the max battles, you're going to encounter, gonna be able to Dynamax in max battles as well. So like that's going to be something interesting anyway. I think also based on the code, you need some Pokemon that can Dynamax first before you can enter max battles, but we have to see about this. But you're gonna get Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, as well as Wooloo. So those are going to be the first Pokemon that can Dynamax in Pokemon Go. Max Out Special Research is going to be available as well, and you can get some max particles in there, as well as the Dynamax band, which you usually need in the main CS games to Dynamax your Pokemon. Event bonus is going to be 2x XP from spinning max battles, or like winning max battles, as well as spinning Pokestops, so more XP for you as well. So for sure, for the people that are not level 50 yet, that is your event that you want to grind now at the beginning of the next season. More stop showcase, as well as a max particle pack that you can buy in the shop there as well for €8, and that is going to be quite expensive for that, but I'm not too sure if it's going to be worth it. But yeah, don't know. we will see how this is all gonna go. And now we're gonna go for the fun part here as well, which is going to be the max out battle update. And here we're gonna just take a look basically at all of the cups that we're going to have available, because everything else we kind of took a look already on this channel. We're gonna still have more content coming up towards the new season as well, so definitely stay tuned and subscribe. So, first week, Great League, second week, Ultra League, but we're going to have also the Galar Cup, a little edition, which is usually Galarian Pokemon generally speaking, but because we have barely any release so far, I would not be surprised if it's actually going to be a little different. We're going to take a look at the exact wording, they're down there as well. I already looked at this before the video as well, but it's going to be an interesting one for sure. Psychic Cup. Going to be interesting because Malamar is going to completely body most likely everybody in this cup. Master going to be available as well at the same time. We're going to have the Great League. Again, we have the Great League variant of the Galarian Cup as well, which is going to be interesting. Then we're going to have the Sunshine Cup, which was usually a good one. And honestly, my favorite is going to come back here as well with the Halloween Cup, especially the Great League edition. Interesting enough as well is we're going to have here just like one weeks of the cups, which is something that I usually like a lot as well, other than of course here in the beginning, but that's usually very cool if you have only like 1 week of it, because a lot of times cups getting a little bit stale after 1 week, and so we have a little bit more difference in there. We're going to have Master League Premier Cup coming back as well, which is going to be very interesting this season with all the updates we had for the Master League, so definitely stay tuned for that one. Willpower Cup is coming back, which I guess is kind of the focus of the season as well, with Psychic, Dark as well as Fighting. We have updates to all of those like moves there as well, which is going to be kind of interesting. And Retro Cup at the end is going to be lovely. One of my favorite cups around is going to be the Retro Cup, so definitely a lot coming up there. Only like the cups usually for 1 week, which I really like as well. One new cup as well, which is going to be interesting, but let's take a look here at what we're going to have as well. We're going to have the max out battle weekend here on November 2nd to November 3rd for 2 days basically. We're going to be able to get up to 20 sets, so 100 battles, and you can also get a research as well that gives you some more Stardust and Rare Candy and 1 star piece, which is kind of cool. You're going to have the max out rewards, so like the guaranteed rewards that you're going to encounter for the first time if you're going to hit this rank, so you're going to get Frigibacks now in there as well, which is a very rare encounter, which I like quite a bit. You have Galarian Yamask in there, which is also quite rare, which is very cool. We have Dragonite in there, which is interesting, as well as Pikachu Libra, of course, for hitting Legend. Anyway, we're going to see here some other encounters that you're going to be able to get up as well. The 5-star raid boss at rank 20 or higher, that's going to be very good for you. So and then of course later on, Frigibacks is actually a very cool encounter to look forward to. I like that we have like some more rare Pokemon in here as well now. Interestingly enough, Mienfoo is in there again as well, which definitely was something that I don't think I really had recently, which is good though, because Mienfoo got a little bit of a buff this season. Otherwise, Scraggy, not really as ideal. Galarian Stunfisk a little bit got nerfed. Phantom, not really ideal as well. There are a lot of Pokemon that kind of still like based from like maybe the old season, not really the new season, but it is what it is. So we're going to have the timed research here again, which is sadly not changed yet. I would really like to see like an actual battle pass and not just like some, where you do like 500 wins and that's basically it. But you're gonna get good rewards for it and it's free, so definitely pick this up immediately when the Go Battle League season starts, because it's usually only in the shop for 2 weeks. Honestly, this is going to be one of the coolest posts, and at least especially like the mask that you can get here as well. We're gonna have the gym leader from the Pokemon Shield video game, Lostheart, here as well, which is going to be one of the best kind of poses, or like at least like the master I've seen so far. The mask is really fun, so I can't wait to try this one out. I think it's going to be very cool to have this mask. And now we're gonna take a look at the kind of cups that we have. Only Pokemon found in the Pokemon Shield and Sword Pokedex are eligible. We had this kind of sentence before a lot of times, and a lot of times that was kind of wrongly worded, where basically only Pokemon that got introduced in that generation were allowed to use. But I think this time around it's actually the Pokemon from the Pokedex. Why? Because there are barely any Pokemon from Sword and Shield yet released in Pokemon Go, so it would be very easy to make a cup around Pokemon that are not really released yet. So very likely going to be everybody who is released in there, which we can take a look at this channel as well. We're gonna have the Psychic Cup, only Psychic type Pokemon allowed. Mew is not allowed, which is interesting. Because Mew Shadow Claw I guess would be a little bit too strong, but usually an interesting cup, like usually fun for a bit, but I don't know how it's going to be this time around, because a lot of Pokemon got some buffs, so that's going to be an interesting one for sure. Galarian Cup here for the Great League Edition is going to be 1500 CP to enter, and we have basically the same restrictions as before. Sunshine Cup, normal fire, grass, ground are eligible and Charizard is not allowed. I feel like this is so outdated. Charizard would not be even great in this anymore after the Wing Attack nerf. So like, I feel like Talonflame is just a better Charizard at this point, so I don't know why Charizard is the one that's not allowed. I don't really understand this one. I feel like this just copy and paste from previous seasons, so hopefully maybe there's going to be some kind of clear up. We have the Halloween Cup, going to be Poison Bug, Ghost Duck, and Fairy type Pokemon eligible. One of my favorite cups usually, so I can't wait to try this one out. Going to be a lot of fun to do this one. And now we're going to have here as well the Great League Remix Cup coming in, which I actually didn't even see up there. Where was the Great League Remix Cup? I didn't even see it. Maybe I just glanced over it. Ah, here it is. During the Halloween Cup, that would have been such a great opportunity to just have like a normal cup around. Ah, that's so unfortunate. But yeah, Great League Remix, usually a lot of fun to run. But this season, honestly, I feel like Great League Remix is not going to change too much compared to what we had before, because, I mean, a lot of the Pokemon here were, like, crazy nerfed. So, like, Wigglytuff, I guess, is an actual nerf, or, like, actual ban for it. Feraligatr is an actual ban, Azumarill is an actual ban. Dugong, maybe. Quagsire, maybe. But Bastion, I guess, Talonflame, I guess, maybe Charjabug and Scaradurge, but the rest are Pokemon. They're very likely not going to be too crazy. I guess, like, Alone Sandslash is going to be quite common as well, but, yeah. Great League Remix is coming back. We're going to have Master League Premier Cup, where we have no mythical Pokemon, legendary Pokemon, Ultra Beast, which is one of the funnest meta out there. And then we have the World Power Cup, which I am curious if this is actually going to be a good one or not. But we will find out very, very shortly, I would say. Retro Cup is honestly one of my favorite ones usually, which is like not allowing you to use Dark Steel Fairy type Pokemon, and so I can't wait to try this cup out, and that is going to be again a very fun one for the upcoming season. Going to be definitely making some Pokemon a little bit stronger again, like Dragon type Pokemon usually very strong in this cup because you don't have Steel or Fairy type Pokemon. Updates to the combat system, of course, we're going to have here 60 second to 50 second now, and all the changes that we saw already are going to be in here. There should not be any change of what we know already. I'm just gonna scroll through them because we know them all already. We are talking about all the changes already for 2 weeks on this channel, so feel free to check out the changes as well. I made so many videos about them, so you should be kind of up to date on this one, so definitely you should be kind of fine. Let's see if there are going to be some interesting graphics to take a look at as well here again. Here we're going to have from Galax always, by the way, the graphics, always link in the description in every video. Best graphics out there. 5 days, by the way, only for the max battle encounters, which is going to be interesting. They can be, okay, those can be shinies as well. Apparently those can be also shinies from the max battle, which is kind of cool. I guess that's why they released this one. But that is going to be an interesting one, the Go Big one. And then we're going to have here the Go All Out event, which we already took a look at as well, with all of the new Pokemon getting released. I'm trying my best to showcase them. I am not too sure if I'm actually going to do it this time around though. Here we also see the shinies, which are both very, very cool, by the way. But yeah, this time around I'm not too sure if I'm going to showcase all of the new Pokemon, because we have so much to cover in the new season and all of the Pokemon are not really ideal. Dragapult, I don't even know if I have to show it to you. Sadly, is a very bad Pokemon. If you're going to go to PvPoke here, we can take a look at it real quick as well. Mainly interesting for the Master League, I guess. This Pokemon is not really good. Dragapult sadly misses a cheap charge move, I guess. As we will see here, Dragapult is going to have 3,993 CP, which is okay, not like crazy, but it's okay. But Shadow Ball Outrage is not going to help it out at all, which is gonna make this very bad Pokemon. 2 wins, very, very bad, sadly, and so Dragapult very likely not going to have any play at all. Same goes for basically all the other Pokemon that get released as well, so very likely going to focus mainly on the new season rather than the new releases, which is quite unusual for me. But yeah, here would be also again the Go Battle League Max Out Edition here as well. We're going to see again everything on top of it, like everything kind of more condensed. So yeah, that's kind of basically all you have to know about this, and that's going to be it also for the video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.